1960s was a very brutal time for Poland. There was the big transition from the wartime brutality experience society to more peaceful society, and it was also hindered by the socialist and communist ideology. Only knowing that America is a free country, the people are living free here, and I can live as a free man here on this land, and hopefully one day become American citizen if I'm good enough.
Thomas Drago Dzieran. You're a Polish-born warrior who grew up under communist rule. You spent 2 years in jail as a political prisoner for standing up to a regime that tried to silence you with censorship and oppression. You came to America in 1984 and became a U.S. citizen in 1991. You're a retired U.S. Navy SEAL who served with SEAL Team 2 and SEAL Team 4, running over 100 direct action missions in Iraq as a lead breacher.
I experienced living as a privileged kid when my father, who was a high-ranking communist and government official, so up to 7 years old, when I was growing up with him being in the home. Then when he left, and the poverty, the lifestyle that I experienced for the next decade is nothing unusual in Poland, but for me was a stark difference. There's another term that is not very popular here and not very well understood yet. So he subscribed to so-called relative morality, and that's where things start changing. That's where that way he became the person he was.
Not very many people get their buds in their 30s.
Not easy for me being old, because especially with my English too. But I guess I did it so fast. I was able to do it so fast that people seldom notice.
So where was your first deployment?
First deployment we deployed to Italy, and that was the same time when our pilot got shot down.
Where were you when September 11th happened?
When September 11 happened, I was in the gym in SEAL Team 2.
What were the prelim conversations that were happening after that at the SEAL team?
It's time to start killing these bastards.
What was it like in that prison? Was there like a re-education program or anything?
You cannot reason with terrorists. You just have to kill them. So I say, I am American, and I have such a great life. So what can I do for my American friends and for America? I think I can serve in the war.
You know, we started childhood and go all the way through the career, and then the pitfalls afterwards, and we did that with you, and I do it with everybody too. And the reason I do that is to humanize, Yeah,
this is very important.
Who I'm speaking to.
I left Poland because I had to leave Poland, but you don't have to leave Poland. There's no reason for you to do it. I joined the military because I had my debt of freedom that I had to pay back. But you don't have to do it. You're living in the free country. I remember after this treatment, I called my wife and I say, well, because she always say, she doesn't like when I'm being called Drago. She said, Drago is gone, you are Thomas. And she did the same, like, we're gonna lock Drago in the cage, and you are Thomas from now on. Like I say, look, I buried Drago in the desert. Okay, the army guys, they call us to scale down a little bit with the breaching, because They don't want civilians to get hurt. We found out that most of these targets we were hitting, they were terrorists hiding behind women and children, and they tend to put them in the next to front door or somewhere close so they can have a route of escape while we stumble over their family members.
Sidetracker, are you familiar with what's going on in Romania? Have you been following that at all?
Yes, the USAID with European Union disbanded the election. They removed the candidate. This is what I'm saying. The European Union reminds me more of the Soviet Union right now than with totalitarian control than the European Union that at its inception. Pull his tongue out, pin it to the lower lip, roll him to the side, and just leave him there. And he will leave. He's not going to die.
I have to say, it never occurred to me to pin a guy's tongue to his lip after I beat him up, so he doesn't choke to death.